Hey guys, welcome to this video and welcome to this channel. Hi, my name is Courtney if you are new here, and today I am going to be remaking my whole entire at-home office space. So I just transitioned from being in the classroom teaching in a brick and mortar setting with ESL in South Korea, and I just moved back to the States, and so now I am setting up a new ESL setup. So I just got in a bunch of deliveries from Amazon because what I realized thus far is that teaching ESL, I'm obviously sharing my screen a whole lot, so I wanted to get double monitors. Something I do want to mention though is that the background I need to use for the primary ESL company I work for is given to us, so you don't necessarily need a background classroom setting for that because it's automatically a Zoom background for us. So that's not something I necessarily have to worry about, but I'm just going to unpack a lot of these things and then we can organize the desk together and you guys can see what it looks like before, what it looks like after, and hopefully it will turn out well because I have my first ESL classes starting tomorrow. So I wanted to show you guys the before, and this is definitely not my ideal room just because of the really dark gray walls, but it is the only space I have available to really teach out of. There's a little couch here, which is nice, and then here I have just a lot of books here, and then also books I read for my master's degree, which doesn't necessarily help for ESL, but it is something that I work with a different company that could be useful for English literature classes. And then here I do have a window. If you're wondering why this is awkwardly kind of placed in the middle of the room, it is because I am trying to get that natural light behind the lens of the camera. So currently I just have my laptop here, and then I just ordered this little mat. I have a light over there because the only plugs in the room are attached on that side. Just a couple little decorations, and then that's pretty much it for this. And like I said, it really only takes up this half of the room. And as you guys can tell right here, I attempted to hang up a tapestry in a different type of background just because unfortunately I cannot paint it right now. So I tried to put up different tapestries. They were not sticking. It wasn't working. So I'm hoping that just a new setup will be okay. That's what I'm currently working with. I'm going to go ahead and open up these different boxes. Mainly the concern with the gray background is just that it sucks this natural lighting out and makes it pretty dark. It is functional, but I just want to make it a bit better. So let's go ahead and unpack and give it a try. Also, if you saw this desk is broken. So I needed something to hold it up, and that is why that is there currently. So I'm just really making do with what I have. So this is what we got in. First things first is a headset. The person hiring me for the ESL company definitely said that you needed a headset. I was using AirPods at the time and she said it was pretty clear. So this was a must to invest in, even outside of anything else that I got for the space. I believe that this is the little camera, the webcam, because unfortunately that's what happens when you have to get a desktop, is that the camera is not included. And then of course you have to order the keyboard. So it's the computer, the keyboard, and the camera that needs to be added, and plus a mouse. I'm guessing that these are the two screens, and then this is the keyboard. Alright, so when it comes in, there is a little bit of assembly, of course, which is to be expected. So now moment of truth. Let's see how to turn it on. Okay guys, so I think that we have it up and running. That was really complicated. I'm actually so grateful, such a blessing that I have a little adapter already. I didn't realize, and I know that this was dumb, I should have looked into it and not assumed that I would just know everything, because I don't, especially when I have to work with computers. But apparently, because it's the two desktops and then obviously I have my laptop, which is going to be the computer, the main computer connecting the two desktops, I didn't realize that my Mac laptop only comes with basically one spot that you can put a cord in, but there's two monitors, so you have to have an extension, and I do have an extension, thankfully. That was just happened to be gifted to me, and I've never known what to do with it. So thankfully that worked. And then I also have my keyboards set up now, which took me a second to figure out just because of the connection again with dual monitors. So the keyboard's done, the computers are done, and now I just have to go ahead and set up the headphone, which is going to be the most important important. All right, I feel very fancy now, and these are really nice. I'm gonna leave these on as I'm talking to you guys, but I feel like I'm kind of yelling a bit. I have never been a gamer or anything like that, so just having a little microphone like this, I always felt like looked really extra on ESL websites. I didn't know if it was necessary, and again, after talking to my hiring manager, it obviously seemed like it is necessary, and so I did try these out, and I think they work really well. I was really in between getting these white ones and then getting black ones, because I do feel like black ones are a bit more mainstream. But I also felt like with my hair, because it is light, when I have dark headphones in, it's just like more obvious almost than white, even though white is obvious. I feel like it blends a bit better. I don't know, I could be crazy saying that, but it does seem like the microphone is working. A lot of good cancellation happening. It's not fully canceled, but it is a good amount. I do feel like now having these, I need some type of headphone stand or something like that, or I'm thinking about just putting it on this wall maybe would be easier. So I think the last thing that we have to do, other than decoration and organization, which is the best part, I think is just set up this external webcam, but I think that is the last thing we have to do. All right, so we ran into a little bit of a hiccup here. So I have just set up the camera, and unfortunately the quality, it's just not great. I'm gonna turn you guys around and show you. So this is what the quality looks like with the external camera, and I do have a little light on top, which I had already purchased and had. I mean, the quality, it's not too bad. Actually, the quality of the camera I'm using to film, I think, is enhancing the quality of the pixels actually shown on the computer. So that's a little bit impressive for this camera. But as for this external one, you can tell that this is the quality here with the external camera. And if I just turn it on regular FaceTime HD camera, because I own a Mac, not PC, I can go ahead and turn that on. This is very weird, but you can tell that just the quality, like if I put my face near here, you can tell the smoothness of skin versus pixels. I'm not talking about skincare, I'm obviously talking about camera quality. So if I switch it back to the external camera, as you guys can see, it's just very shiny and red, and it just looks really, really grainy on top of everything as opposed to the other one. So this was definitely not worth the purchase. So I'm going to go ahead and return this, and then I just purchased another camera that I made sure to read the reviews, and it looked a lot better for camera quality, but unfortunately it's not going to get here until Thursday, and obviously I teach classes in the morning, so it's not going to get here until Friday classes of this week. Okay guys, I think this is where we are going to leave it for day one. So from the back, you can tell I just tried to cover a lot of these different cords up with these flowers. Once again, there's just so many cords, as you can see all the way back here, but I'll work on trying to find a way to make that a little better. In the meantime, this is now the front of the desk area, so you can tell that the two monitors are up now. It does look like this has a little space to put headphones, but this is just my same light as before. It does have a little USB connection, and I just put in this little clock. It's obviously not set, so I'd have to work on that. But then I do have the two monitors up that look like this. We have our keyboard all sorted with our mouse, and then of course I have my laptop over here. So the desk definitely had to have some decor taken off, and it does look a little bit different. The background is still the same. I'm hoping for something else to come in that I ordered from Walmart. I'll continue to decorate the space and just brighten it up a little bit back here. Actually, I can't use it today or tomorrow, so I do have a little bit of time though to try and make it more organized, but I guess I'll just have to take most of the decor off, but I'm pretty happy with it.